So here's a little demonstration of my file renaming app and how it works. So to start off with, basically what this app does is it takes a look at the first name of each file name or the entire file name, and it compares it to the date modified. All right. Now I want to do it properly and have it do an MD5 hash, but I'm going to be renaming these files over the network, and it had to transfer each file just to hash it, and it took forever. So I opted to first word of the name or the entire name and match it with the date modified and compare it to source and destination, see if that would match. But I also realized that if it does that, and since I'm not looking at file extensions at all anyway, because what I'm going to be renaming has multiple different file extensions, it is possible to have two files, and I created these, modified these just so they're identical, of two exact file names, cleanup, and the exact same date and time. Now, when my program hits that, it would probably get really confused and screw something up. So when you run the program, it checks for that. And if it finds something, it spits out the collisions to a text file and ends the program. So let's go ahead and try it out. Let's go ahead and open up FileSync. It first says compare and rename files. So we're going to choose A, source, B, destination. So instantly it says collisions were found and the program stops. It then spits out the text file called collisions. We open it up and there were no collisions in file A, but two of them had the exact duplicate names and modified dates in that. So while those are in there, the program will not continue. Hard stop. But let's just go ahead and, just for the sake of this test, let's go ahead and just move one out into this folder. Okay. Now let's run the program again. Compare to A, select, B, select. Okay, now it didn't find any collisions, and it says, do you want to export what it's about to do to a text file first to look through the list of thousands of files it's about ready to rename before you tell it to rename them? We're going to go ahead and say yes. Now it creates a text file called differences. We're going to open that up. So here's what it's going to do. We're just going to verify. Cleanup JPEG 2016. So if you look at number A, it's taking all the file names here and matching them with file B. Okay, and that looks good. So now we're going to run it one last time. A, select, B, select. Do you want to save the files? Nope, we've already looked at them. Looks good. And that aborted, and do you want to proceed with it renaming? So here is our A and B, and let's see what happens. That's the old file names, and yes, it now synced the file names between two different directories. How neat.